homeowners ask, hey, if you want, I'll measure the windows, and then you could it'll save you some time. And I do appreciate it. And listen, they could probably get close, but the reality is, like, it's not gonna be close enough to order. And I've had some people say, hey, do you mind if I measure and buy the windows and you install them? And there's been plenty of times where, like, for 1 or 2 windows, someone's already bought it. We're doing siding or brick or a deck, and they have one window there, and it's never fit, by the way. So I'm like 0 for 15 when when my company shows up and someone else has a window door, they never fit. Okay, part of the reason is measuring is actually really hard, and there's no way I could actually tell you within a 1-hour video how to always do it. And the reality is, it depends on a lot of things. It depends on how wide the wall is. It depends on what type of window. It depends on what manufacturer. It depends on how your trim set on the inside. It depends on how we're gonna set on the outside. There's no one way to do it. It's like an accumulation of knowledge over multiple years, and there's like 20 things to consider, and some things affect other things, okay? So what I would tell you is, if you just wanna have a basic idea, could you take a tape measure and just measure your glass horizontally, vertically, and probably add an inch on all, an inch on all sides? Will that give you a rough roundabout number? Sure. Is that going to help you measure when to order? Absolutely not. It definitely will not. And so we measure casements and pictures differently than we measure double hungs. We measure Marvin windows different than vinyl Previa windows. And so there's so many factors that kind of go into getting the right measurement. It doesn't make a ton of sense for homeowners to measure on the windows. If you just want to know and you want to do a basic measurement and go to Home Depot and find an idea of a price, but I would tell you it's very different to get a basic measurement, because if you're 3/8 of an inch off, it could mean a big difference. If you're 1 inch off, it's catastrophic. And so for the most part, I would hire a professional to make sure you're going to get a perfect snug fit that's airtight, watertight.